Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. I'm going to be honest with you. I woke up in a really bad mood this morning. There's nothing majorly wrong. It's just one of those days, and it happens to all of us, I think. But the good news is I was able to turn it around, and I have someone to thank for that. His name is Schneider, and he is my 18-pound Schnauzer mix I rescued 12 years ago, and life has never been the same. Now, the definition of a mentor is an experienced and trusted advisor. So how can my four-legged friend, my illiterate canine, possibly be my experienced and trusted advisor? I guess I'd consider that a conundrum. So let's get started. This is Schneider. Now, Schneider is cute. He has no income, no assets, no real achievements, although he thinks he does. No biological family to call his own. He has us, but no dog family. No freedom and no real responsibility. So what does he have to offer? A lot. To begin with, Schneider embraces life. You can see him here doing all kinds of things. He's well-rounded. He looks a little scared on the left, but he's actually enjoying that moment. Now, this little guy goes on a walk every day. And for the last 6 years of his 12 years that we've had him, it's been up here in Roseville. And literally the route is essentially the same route every day. But he wakes up and it's like Christmas morning for a 5-year-old. He is so excited. You can't skip his walk. You have to go. He gets out there, every smell, every sight, every sound, everything's a revelation to him every single day. He comes home, he's so excited from his walk, he runs through the house, plays with his toys in anticipation for his breakfast, which is the best food he's ever had every single day. Now, I've analyzed it, and he lives by 5 variables. And these are the variables: food, exercise, sleep, love, and mischief. Now, the mischief should probably be on the top, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, compared to you and I, he doesn't have very many options. He lives a very, very simple life. There's not much variety, not much choice. However, he is the happiest being I know. And mind you, I do have other dogs and I love them all, but he just seems to embrace life more than any of us. Now, through tragedy and adversity, he perseveres. And you can see him here, and we call this his chariot. He's wearing his cone of shame because, unfortunately, 2 years ago, he ripped his ACL ligament. Now, the funny part about that is, when I discovered it, he was in the backyard, and I looked down, and he was simply holding up his back right leg. And I thought, oh, he must have a sticker in it. No sticker. Oh, he must have stepped on a rose bush or twisted his ankle coming out of the dog door. We'll just give it a few days and see what happens. Well, sure enough, it was surgery, and he had to go under the knife, and it was a 3-month recovery. Now, did he skip a beat? No. He was still living by his 5 variables. He was still happy every single day. We made sure to take him out on his walks. His little nose would sniff the air. Every sight was still a revelation. We'd stop at a few key bushes that were his favorite, and life was good. He still experienced everything. Unfortunately, 6 months later, the other knee went out, and he still had a good attitude. So if we can all take a page from his book, I think we'd all be a lot happier. Now, this is my favorite slide. This is him. This is the mischievous side of him. And this guy is the master. And I joke around about his brain being probably this big. But you guys, he uses every single cell in that brain. He is scheming and planning and executing 24/7. Now, some of the things that he does are steal food from the kitchen table, steal food out of the other dog bowls. He tears up his toys, as you could see on the screen. He actually scales baby gates because we have gates around, just like a cat. He puts his feet in the rungs. He sneaks out of the house unnoticed, sneaks into rooms that he's not supposed to be in. He's got little dog marking syndrome, which is not good. And he steals lip glosses, specific lip glosses, out of my daughter's backpack and hides them in his bed, which we call the throne. So how could this be a trait that I'd admire in my mentor? Well, the way that I look at it is he doesn't give up. He tries and he succeeds. He always succeeds. Now, the last trait that I wanted to point out that I admire in him is this is one non-materialistic little guy. If you notice on the left, there's 2 lamb toys, and the one on the far left is an old, stinky, dirty lamb. And the one on the right is fresh and new. He got it in his Christmas stocking last year, and it still looks fresh and new because, as you can see on the right, he wants his dirty, stinky toy. He doesn't care about new stuff. He enjoys it, and that's what he plays with. He will dig through his dog bin until he finds the dirty, stinky one. Now, if I could have that trait, I'd have a lot bigger bank account and no buyer's remorse when I buy my annual Louis Vuitton. Now, all in all, this guy, I have come to realize, has been my mentor, and I have been his protege for the last 12 years. He inspires me, and that is why I was able to turn my day around today. He's a constant reminder that life is great, and it's right there in front of me, under my nose. I just need to see the world around me for what it is, just like he does. Whatever goals I'm trying to pursue, whatever plans I have, they don't mean anything in the big scheme of things, and they won't make me happy on their own. Schneider lives for the moment and reminds me that the simple things around me matter most, and the journey itself is what's truly important. That's why, fellow Toastmasters, he is my mentor, and I will forever be grateful for the time I've spent with him. Thank you.